Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here discussing my second quarter resolution goals and doing a tune-up, so if you guys want to see how I did in the second quarter, then keep on watching. You guys know how I set up these videos is I have 4 topics that I like to discuss, which are creativity, intellectual, fitness, and financial. And then I like to discuss what my goals were, how it went, and then what my goals are for the future. I know I am not the only one that feels this way. I know coworkers of mine feel the same way, friends of mine feel the same way, where it literally feels like Groundhog Day. Every day is the same. It is really hard to sit here and discuss how the second quarter went when I have not left the confines of my own home. No, I don't want to make this video a part 2 of my breakup because it was a breakup. It happened. It's over. I'm not upset about it. I'm not sad about it. If anything, it's kind of a relief. As awful. Sorry, Brandon. The whole second quarter was really focused on my relationship and how do I make this better? Realizing that I couldn't make it better and realizing that sometimes you just have to pluck yourself from a situation. I just think in general this whole quarter, so from April to June, has been a roller coaster. Let's start with the creativity one, which I feel was probably my best resolution of the quarter. My second quarter goal was just to continue to create content across both of my platforms, being the website and the YouTube channel. I feel as if I wanted to get more content out than what I actually did. So I feel that the months of April and May were really content heavy. I was posting things, I was doing things on the website, and then also on YouTube, like what's the word I'm looking for? Congruently, but also separate. The month of June, it hit me hard, and I think it was kind of everything coming into fruition. It certainly is giving me more excited creative energy, and I feel like that I am going to be coming back a little bit more consistently. Not that I think that like I didn't post enough content, but like it took me literally 2 weeks to get my June favorites up when it should have been up like immediately. I feel that my content is getting better. I'm more excited about it. Again, it's not an obligation. It's something that I genuinely love doing, and I'm excited to see where the future goes. I guess my third quarter goals for creativity are going to be just to continue to build that audience that's here on my YouTube channel or over on my Instagram or on my website. I've had a lot of friends suggest to me maybe starting to become a small social media influencer in a sense, being that I always post like finds and deals that I get, and maybe tapping into a like to know it type of blogger. I would love to do stuff like that, and I feel with my new work schedule I would have so much more time to be able to devote to stuff like that, that maybe this is the time that I really start to branch out. I still feel that this website is definitely a hobby for me. I love doing what I do on this website, and I love sharing things with you, telling stories and sitting down and filming and chatting. But I want to like elevate it a little bit more, and I feel that there is no better time than right now, especially with me being home and especially with me having a condensed work schedule. When it came to my financial second quarter goals, those were to establish a budget to chip away at smaller credit card balances, to turn the focus onto my higher interest rated cards, and then to continue to stow away money for future trips. This resolution has been the wonkiest of them all. Middle of May, I learned that I was going to be partially unemployed. So what that means is that I still have a job, work for the organization that I work for. I still receive all my benefits. I still receive a paycheck, but on 2 days of the week, I have to claim unemployment. And that I live in New York State. I don't know if any other states were doing this, but if you were on unemployment, you received what you would make on unemployment based off of a percentage of what you make at your last job. And then you also received an additional $600 per week. And I don't really know if that was to like help boost the I don't really know what that $600 was, but needless to say, I received $600 every week on unemployment. Paycheck for work was getting cut by 2 days, and then that was being made up with the unemployment paycheck, but because that's only a percentage, and then the $600 from this unemployment, you know, for COVID, it's just been very strenuous to try to figure out my finances. So when it came to the second quarter goals, I completely abolished them because, quite frankly, this whole new pay system just doesn't really work to the goals that I had in mind. What I've been doing is I've been taking half of that $600 bonus on unemployment, and I've been stashing half of that into my savings. I'm getting paid $600 a week, and after the taxes have been taken out, I take half of that and stow it in my savings. And I don't touch my savings for anything. So I keep that kind of stowed away. So I've been really growing my savings because that's every week that's happened. However, when it came to everything else, I feel like that I've been kind of just floating, that like I've been trying to like make ends meet to pay this bill and pay that, and like it's been, I don't want to say rob Peter to pay Paul, but it's been very stressful not keeping track as well as I have in the past of my finances. I've been trying not to spend as much money, even though pretty much on my days off I go to Target. I felt for me it was much more important to start creating a nest egg and build up that savings in the event if something were to happen. I feel like that's a lot of where my stress has been coming from, because I know once that $600 stops, which maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't actually know. When it comes to my third quarter goals, I want to continue to keep building up that savings, even if it just means dashing whatever change I can. When it comes to those credit cards, yes, I still have a lot of credit card debt. Yes, it's getting to the point, especially now with the uncertainty of my financial future, it is getting a little worrisome, but I realize I'm not the only one that cannot make credit card payments because of unemployment. Therefore, it's a problem for future me to worry about. As long as my car, my cell phone, and my car insurance is paid, that's really all I care about. I came to my fitness resolution. My second quarter goal was to reestablish and build that relationship with working out, not just isolating that relationship with being synonymous with the gym. I can spit that out, but I can't spit anything else out. I talked about this briefly in my workout split for July, where I have just gotten to the point where I'm so disgusted with myself. So when it came to the second quarter, we can just completely squash that, because that did not happen at all. My relationship with working out has since gotten better, I would say since the start of July and since the breakup. Part of me wants to have that glow up in the sense to kind of just stick it to him, because I'm petty and I have to have the last word. I'm in that mentality right now where I'm like, I don't need another person. Do I want one? Yes. Do I need one? No, I don't need one. I want one. I don't need one. My relationship has gotten much better in July, and I'm sure in the third quarter we can really elaborate more on this when we do that tune-up. But right now, when it came to the fitness goals in the second quarter, it did not happen. It came to the intellectual, my second quarter goals were to relearn behaviors and learn how to be adaptable, continue to teach myself Czech on Duolingo, and then to read a collective total of 13 books. I feel like that's been a real big struggle during the queue, and it's been really difficult for me to kind of break down the social norms, relearn behaviors, and to get back to creating things that were making me successful. I still feel that I am going 1,000 miles a minute and I don't have any sort of traction. My wheels are just spinning. I feel like that now I can focus entirely on me. I can focus all my energy on doing what I want to do, what I need to do. Not that my ex didn't give me that creative freedom, because he absolutely did. He was always asking me, what are you working on for the blog? What are you doing? Like, you know, he was constantly pushing me, and I can't sit here and say that he did not encourage me to become that person. I can't say that at all. He was probably one of my biggest supporters when it came to the website, when it came to this. It looks like the position has changed. It's because it has. So, what was I talking about? Oh, me. Duh. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for this new energy of, you know, being lighter, in the sense of like, not to naysay my ex or anything like that, but not having to worry, and to being able to make myself a priority, where not that I wasn't before. When it came to teaching myself Czech, I am currently on a 72-day streak on Duolingo at the time of filming, and it's been something that I go through phases, where there will be some days where I just do the lesson to hit the streak, and then there will be days that I'm actually like wanting to do more. Lately, it's been a streak of just getting the streak counted for. And my other goal was to create a collective total of 13 books. That did not happen. I'm currently on book number 12, and I go through phases where it'll be, you know, I try to read every night before I go to bed, but I have not done that in a really, really long time. When it comes to my third quarter goals, what I want to do is I want to establish you know, that habit of getting into writing things down whenever a thought crosses my memory and being more proactive about doing certain things. I really want to kind of step out and educate myself a little bit more, kind of going off of that creativity resolution, how I said I maybe want to start doing more postings of just other things in my life and like growing that platform and just educating myself on how to do that. This is something that I never really discussed, at least on this channel. I have talked about it in a blog post, but currently, so last year in the fall, I enrolled in an online course through my work to obtain a second associate's degree, which I realize now was such a waste of time. When I jumped into doing that associate's program, it literally was a spur of the moment decision. I saw the email, said screw it, let me go ahead and apply. I got accepted. I did maybe 3 weeks of coursework and then I withdrew. You know that being a union member, I am able to receive some sort of help when it comes to education. Maybe it is a matter of looking to obtain my bachelor's degree. I want to continue teaching myself Czech only because it is a good distraction and it does keep the brain super sharp. Maybe I can double my streak and it will be 140 or whatever, however many days there are between now and then. Thirdly, when it comes to the book total, my year total was 25. I don't want to pinpoint a number, but I would like to read a handful of books and maybe get that number to like 18 or so. That was my second quarter resolution tune-up, so thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like my videos, if you like my content, and if you like me, feel free to subscribe by hitting the button down below and getting notified when I post new videos. Let's think about this for a second. In the life of this channel, you have never seen me single. I haven't seen myself single since I was 21. Yeah, now should be a time that I am very selfish, and I'm going to be. I'll be sure to do a full blog post on all of the resolution tune-ups and what my goals are for the third quarter over at the website, and you can find that at sarahlock.com. 2 H's, 2 K's. I'll be sure to list all my social media profiles down below too, so you can follow me wherever I might be on this journey to self-growth. Thank you guys for just being so patient with me when it came to everything that's happened in this queue. In general, just thank you for always being there for me, and I really appreciate your kind words and support. It's fantastic to have an audience like this. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and go, so thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, love you always, stay safe, and until next time, we'll see you guys there. Bye. If that's not a bloop, I don't know what is. And I lost my tangent. I was going somewhere. We were chugging along and I just lost it. We're back. That's what we're in. And not singifying? And not singularizing. What is the word? And not isolating. That's the word. I have a hole in... Being that I am only working... It's a little funky. Hang on. It's the worst when that happens. Is anybody else like me and will try to salvage the most of their deodorant that they can? Because... your girl's stingy. I'm now a newly single person in quarantine, and trying to date in quarantine is hard. A lot harder than I thought. So, I don't know where you really belong. Do you belong? You're just going to the beat of your own drum, and I'm about it, but not over there. Over here. Whoa! Why'd you just get brighter, fam? Emily.